Hello. I would not have joined back if I didn't have at least a glimpse of a solution, because I didn't. I mean, the problem was so annoying that I didn't want to stream it. It was so annoying that I didn't want to stream it. But the good news is that I think I know exactly what is it. I think I know. I think I know exactly what is it. Now I didn't fix it yet, but I removed the piece that is making the mess, and it should be fairly easy now that we know exactly what is it to fix it. In fact, you see here I have a character which is non ALS character, which is a rat, which is called Ularino. I'm sorry because I just changed the I just changed the creature, but it was originally a Rivnak. But we have it here, and is not crashing, right? Is not crashing. It's not for now. For now, it's not crashing. The problem is that I removed some pieces, right? And the pieces that I remove are the variables. So I think I need to think how to fix it, but it should not be hard, because what I removed, I think I can stop everything. I did 1 million tests, okay? I did 3 million different tests, and at the end I reached a good point. So for the replication of the character traits, and in particular for the replication of the textures on the pieces of the body where you are applying an armor and then removing an armor, I had to add a new array of objects that I used for that. Now, that array of objects is valid for humanoid characters, but obviously is not valid for non-humanoid characters, right? Because this one, now I need to go back and yeah, this one, right? This one, this set character default mesh material. So this speed, now I commented this and it didn't crash. So the problem is that I need to populate this array in a way. I mean, I need to populate it only when we have a character with so I think what I can do, you know what I can do? I think I can, let me just check, go in there, which kind of information we have. But yeah, because you see I already did, if there is no skeletal mesh, right? Continue. So this was already a safe close to ensure that we were not messing up during the scan of all the meshes. But here we have another problem, that our rat or trapper or whatever, they do not have the head, the arms, the hands, the legs, and the feet. So all these pieces do not exist as a separate meshes. And so yeah, for the cran character it will work, but the problem is for the rat character. Exactly. So for the rat character, if I go through this, no, wait. Yeah, for the rat character, I don't have these pieces, right? Ah, cannot believe it. Really? Okay, I think the problem is very easy to solve then. I think I can still add null pointers here, but the point is that the initialization that I did here is actually not setting all of those as null pointer. It's only setting the last one as null pointer. Is this stupid enough or what? Is this stupid enough or what? So what I do it, I don't know if I can do it like this, but all these ones at the moment are not null pointers, and so they are pointers to anything. Okay. So now the problem is that I did a few additional changes. So I changed this, I remove it from there, and I think that's it, right? Well, I can always check with the subversion what how many files I changed and how I changed it. Maybe it's a good idea. I think I changed a lot in. So let me see the changes I did in PS card. The PS card is only this one, okay, which is I think is a good change. This was the test, okay, which is great. And this is great. Is also something that needs to go. And this is good as well. Okay, so all these changes are fine. Now, I did a significant amount of changes also under plugins, unfortunately, but I think they are not too bad. Okay, no, I think it's safe. I think it's safe. I think we are good. I think we are good. I did this one for safety, and then I commented all the if anim instance there. Yes, this one. This one, I think we could. This one is a good point. Okay, so let's do this. Let's try if now it works. So reintroducing this piece, and my expectation is that it works. Okay. If it doesn't work, we have some issue, but it should work, because even if we are adding null pointers to these objects, now we are adding clean null pointers and not pointers to random memory. So I think we are in kind of a good shape. Now, what is the name of the stream? Because I think if I started the stream, but I didn't do any of the usual workerinos. It's still called Unreal Engine Testing Alpha Release or what? Let me see. No, it's called multi-streaming, whatever. Okay, I will keep it the same number, or we want to have another number? I don't know, we did like 4 hours, so I think we can have another number. Testing Alpha Release, even more. Let's call it Testing Alpha Release even more, which is always nice. Yeah, I need to give a title to these things. Pam, 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 pam. No, I'm pretty happy. If we found it, I'm pretty happy, okay? I think we found it. And I think we found it. So let me just change this title and these things. Pam, 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 pam. If we manage to find it, I'm pretty okay. I saved it. Okay, we have it. Okay, it's good. Everything is fine. Everything should be fine. Or not. Okay, sorry. I was reading the comments. So, what I'm saying. Okay, so let's go. Let's go. Let's have the server load. Let's have now the client load. And let's check if, yes, I have to go here and I have to do client. Now we have the server in debug mode, yes, and we have the client in normal mode. And so, okay. No, I'm thinking to all the possible cases of equipment that may mess up, but in theory, okay, let me see. It's not crashing for now. It's not crashing for now. Okay, this one is what we expected. No problem. It's not a crash, it's just a breakpoint. Okay, we loaded in. Okay. I think it's fixed. I think it is 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 fixed. Yay. I think it is fixed. Now, do we want to... No, I think we don't want to do anything else. I think the only thing I want to do... There is always one thing, you know? You're saying, okay, we are done. But then there is always one thing that you still want to do. Hello, Marcelo. Yeah, I fixed it. I'm pretty happy. I fixed it. It was a stupid null pointer initialization on something that, okay, something that I did in this case. The previous one was not my mistake, but this one was my mistake. And so the lesson learned of this one is if you get... Maybe I should type it somewhere because...
Clap, clap.
Clap,
well
clap.
Done.
Well done. Exactly. So maybe we should... to me, you know, this one is... yeah, I want to post it somewhere because mainly for me, because then I will find it again, you know. So let's post it into Answer Hub or whatever, Answer Hub, and let's put it under. What do you mean? So I will post a question and I will answer to my own question. Okay. So the question is crash in uObject base is valid low level fast. Crash is low level fast, and we want to post it in C++ programming for sure because that may happen only in C++. And 425, and basically the problem is the following. So I had an issue with this crash because I had an issue with this crash due to some not initialized pointers of an array to material whatever. I mean it's not very relevant which kind of array it is, because it makes no difference actually. You can have an array of whatever you want, but to material interface pointer, which was also a replicated property. I'm posting this because the error was really not helpful to understand where it was coming from. Okay, I'm posting this thing. Tags are crashes, crash, U4. No, Unreal Engine. No. Whatever, C++. No, yes. Okay, ask my question and they answer my own question, because I think is okay. So the answer is 0 answer. Add a new comment. Can I? The question is waiting approval. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I can write the answer here, but basically yes, but basically my okay, who cares? I mean, whenever they will approve it, we will write the answer, but at least I posted that this one is due to non-initialized pointer of an array of material interface, which is also replicated. So that is basically the answer, right? That is basically the answer. Okay. So, yay. So, what do we do? I think for this part we are fine. All the changes that I did to ALS, I think, are fine. The changes that I did to the character are fine. There are two things more, actually, not one. Two things more that I want to do. Add Fps limit to the settings. I want to check the collision of all the characters, because I also want to do another thing. I also want to check PS char play animation on all characters to be clean, so we use the parent function. So okay, let's do this one. It should be fairly quick. It should be fairly quick. Okay, so let's do this one. This one, I need to open the editor. And again, I'm trying to do only the things that have a major impact, you know. Because there is a million of small things that I would like to do, but let's do only the big things that we know they have an impact on the playability. So I want to go into each character and check if the play will also be nice to see if when I die, but yes, this one should be empty. This one should be empty, so that's what I need to check. That one is empty. For example, in this case, this one should be empty. Is the server still running? No. This one should be empty. So we do it in all the classes. So we are using the parent one. So the one that is defined in the parent. Yes, also this one should be empty. Why they have custom? I don't know. But and the one of the parent, I have enhanced it so that, yes, for example, this one, you see, is definitely broken. This one is definitely broken. Because due to that, this character will not be able to attack, or at least will not be able to attack using the new animation. While if we clean it up, they will use the generic, and the generic is actually allowing them to do a certain number of animations the proper way. And then if we want, you know, to specialize, so let me explain you this thing. Basically, we have a set of animations which are in common to all the characters, right? And there is a very good example of a mess. We have a series of animation which are in common to all the characters. And now, instead of copying all the common animation on each character, I just defined it at the upper level, and so they are all working properly. But the good news is that if we want, for example, the crayon to have a different animation for the grit or for whatever, then we can do it, right? I need to find, wait, I need to find play PS char animation, play PS char animation, yes, yes, exactly. So this mess is the one that I copied from the crayon, so it's a bit of a mess, but this means that on the crayon I can delete all of this, right? It's not needed anymore, and because we have it on the father class. Now, if we want to have a special animation for the crayon, we can add only that animation there. Now we will have to think how to do it, but now we don't care. Now we just need all the characters to use the common animations. And it is something that I need to do on all of them. On all of them. Also, this one is all the stuff that we don't care anymore about. Yes, exactly. And this guy. Override. Yeah, you see, like this one, for example, it was probably not gonna work, but now it is. And the last one, is this one. Okay, so this is good. So we did that change for all. So point number one done. The second one is check the collision, because for example I've seen that the Dermorian female seems to collide with the Dermorian male, and this should not happen. So this is very weird, but probably I forgot, you know, to do some settings. So let's start with this character. So this character should have collision disabled, completely disabled on these meshes, right? So if I search collision, yes, this one is no collision. Okay. And all the pieces are no collision, right? Yes. Okay, so why she was colliding with this guy? Maybe it's this guy that is wrong then. Collision. No, he has no collision. Why they were colliding, boys? But I was not colliding with the crayon, right? With the crayon, I was not colliding. So let me copy, let me check how he's defined, because the crayon was working okay. So he's no collision on everything, and his capsule is no collision on pawn. Right. Okay, so that's the change we need to do. That's the change we need to do. So we need to change the capsule of all the characters to not be colliding on pawn. Okay. Is only that, or is something more? Visibility camera. Yes, I think it's like this. Okay, good. So we change also this one. So pawn, ignore. And we need to do it also for the monsters, huh? I don't know if we like to collide, but I think we don't like to collide because collision is annoying. Collision is annoying. I mean, it's a bit more realistic, but or we implement a system that when you collide with an enemy, you are really bumping back, or I don't know, there is some realistic effect, you know. But if you just keep the standard collision, is Unreal Engine is trying basically to move the other character, and so what was happening was that I was moving my opponent in a different direction, and that's not good. That's definitely not good. I think we should make the base pose of this guy with a bit more stretched legs. But anyway, I think it's a bit too low. Okay, so we do pawn, no. Yeah, it was wrong. It was wrong in all the character except the cran, which is the one that I think there will be other stuff like this, by the way, because I always tested with a cran model, always. And so there may still be, you know, some stuff that is correct on him and is not correct on the other characters. That is possible. So this is exactly what we need to test in the alpha. Why his legs are so bent in the base pose? Why? I don't know. But this is not a problem. Okay. So collision. We say pawn no. Okay. I think we have some posture problems in some of the characters, but again, let's try to have, you know, the basic of the game working, and then we will refine. I mean, we are definitely not in refinement mode at the moment. Definitely not. We are still in let's build it mode. Let's build. Okay, so we fixed that. So in theory, the characters should not collide between each other. If you want to see it, we can change my race back to no, I mean we can change the race of the rat back to the Armorian male. The Armorian male is number 6. Hullarino now is becoming a Armorian, and we can try to start it again. I think we can start it this time. We can just start it normally, not in debug, because anyway, things seems to be working and fine. And so I think that this completes also the second step. This completes also the second step, check collision of all characters. Now, one thing I would like to do, and I think hopefully is really the last, is to add the FPS limit to the settings. Now, I think you can do it in a config file, but I don't think that people really like to go in config file and edit stuff. So I think we can put it into the UI. And I think that should be fairly easy. While the server is starting, we can search. It should be fairly easy. Add Max Fps to UI. Boom, 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 boom. Frame rate limit. Yes, exactly. This one. I would like to put this, but why having 30, 60? I think it should be a number, right? think can be a number. Yeah, I need the thingy. It's as simple as that. Set frame rate limit. Game user settings. Get game user settings. Are we saving this? I think we should save it in okay. I think we should, okay, let's test the collision and then we try to do that as well. Because I think if you run at 30, I mean, if you have a powerful PC, right, and you want to limit the FPS, I think you should be able to do it. And also it would be nice if it's a setting that is kept and saved, you know, something that is saved. Why I cannot open the, what the fuck is going on? Okay. Okay, let me test if I go through this guy. Yes, I go through this guy, which, okay, is not very realistic, I understand. Okay, it's not very realistic, but it's solving so many issues that you have no idea in combat, in a million situations. So that is how we do it in plane shift for now. Now, if we want to do it differently, so that is blocking me, we may in the future, but not now. Okay, so this thing is fixed, and it's very nice. Now the FPS counter, I would like to add the FPS counter or the FPS limit. The FPS limit. The best will be to add it into the, let me close all of this, close all of this, close all of this, close. The best will be to do it in the settings window, right? So we have it all the time. I think we have a settings window somewhere. Window settings, maybe? No? Window options, maybe? We have a settings. Okay, which is this one. But then we have, so this one is the one that is showing up at the beginning, right? It is the one that is showing up at the beginning of the game. For some reason, we have a different one. I don't know why we implemented two, really. It's pretty stupid. I think we have two, because we have under widgets, no, under win, in the win options, maybe it's called, yeah, win options. Yes, in the win options we have yes, we have all these different settings, and there is one which is called the setting display, I think. Yes, which is this one, you know. Oops, I moved it. No, I don't want to move it. Which is basically doing again the same stuff, you know. It's pretty stupid. I don't know why we have two. By the way, here resolution is spelled wrong and it's bothering me. Resolution. So we have two ways to set that thing, and also we have another issue that some of these tab selectors Dev menu. This one is dev menu. So what do? We add it to the first one, we add it to this one, we add it to both. I have no idea. We don't add it at all, and fuck it. Because actually we have this two ways of setting the options, and they are very similar because we have the resolution here, we have the show frame per seconds. Now I don't know if these things are actually getting saved somewhere or not. Let me see. Save keys, interface, dev, audio. Should be a display as well, no? Display. Wow. Display is all of this. Holy shit. Yeah, but it's the same that I have in my setting window. Okay, but this is not a job for today, but we need to merge the two. I mean, makes no sense that you can set, we have two panels to do the same thing. Makes zero sense. Zero sense. So in terms of FPS, I think here we have only the show FPS. Yes. Stat FPS. Yes. It would be nice to add it just next to this one. Column span 6. What if we do column span 3? And what if we then put another panel which will be max FPS. So I think I want to put a text which says, I can copy it maybe from this one. Yes, let's copy it from this so he already has the same. So we do a duplicate and we call it max FPS. Max FPS, and this one we move it yes, exactly, we move it here in the column number 3, and then I need what? I need an edit box. So I need a editable text thingy, and this one will be in position 4. Yes. And this one will be, it's not very easy to see, but I assume that there is an edit box there. Can we make it, can we have a background which is background image, background, why is completely invisible? Maybe there is an image in front or what? No, I don't think so. It looks like completely invisible. I mean, the text, yes, is there. But background image. Can I have a background color or something? Is there any other option where I need to input a number? I think this one. No, there's a text block. Is there any other? No, there are some clicks. Maybe we can do something simpler for now. We can just limit to 30. But the idea to have a random number can be good because it means that you can limit it to 20. You know, if your machine is really suffering, or you can limit it to whatever you want. Maybe we can do for now checkbox combat. Maybe I can do this. I can do checkbox You duplicated it or not? There it is. I will do checkbox max FPS just for simplicity, because I don't want to spend 2 hours to do this, right? So I will just do it for simplicity, and I will say max 30 FPS, and then in the future I will do it better. Okay. This one we want to move it under display, and we want to move it here, right? Under check, yeah, we remove the check FPS, I guess, for now. So let me just hide this one. Setting chat, setting display, and oops, what happened? Everything disappeared. Okay. So under setting display, we will remove the max FPS, which we don't need anymore. We will just use this guy, and this guy will go to column number 4, I guess, and this will be max 30 FPS. Okay, so this will be a checkbox, which I think is okay, and this checkbox, now the editable text, the editable text box, I will remove it for now. We will use only the checkbox max FPS. Okay. Okay. I can put it like here. Yes. Perfect. So when you click this guy, right? When you click this guy, right? If his checked is true, if his check is true, we need to do what the guy was doing in the video, which is set frame rate limit. Set frame rate limit in get game user settings. Now the user settings, we should have it already here in display. We should have it already here somewhere. Yes, get game user setting. I think it's just a generic node. So it's just a generic node. Why put it here? Okay. So if it's true, we will set frame rate limit. Set frame limit to 30. And if it's false, I don't know. Can we reset it, or can we set the new limit to unlimited, or what is the trick? Set frame limit to 60, okay. Set frame limit to, yeah, show me the 120. Show me the unlimited. You're not showing it to me, huh? Okay, don't like it. Okay. You don't want to show me, huh? You don't want to show me. New limit. Yeah, but the unlimited, 0. I think it is the unlimited. Okay. So you put it to 0 and it basically is unlimited. Okay, nice. Nice. So we put it to 0. Okay, fine. So, okay, so we can check if it works. Win options, we can check if it works. And I think this will help us to... So let me start the server normally, the client normally, and see if now we have that option. Now that will not be saved, okay? So it will not be saved to a save file for now, but I think is enough. So you will have to click it every time you start the client, but I think it's okay for now. I don't want to delay anymore. Okay, so if this works, what are the next steps? Well, if this works, the next steps are basically to regenerate the package. Okay, so let me show FPS and do whatever I need to do. So if we go under display and we show the frame per second, I have the mirror. At the moment I am at 80 FPS. If I click on this thing, nothing happened. Why? What the fuck? Nothing happened, boys. Why nothing happened? Checkbox max FPS. Did I save it? Yes, I saved it. Get game user settings, set frame limit to new limit 30. So is there a way to put it in execution, or is there a way to put it in? No, because it seems it's only doing this. Get game user setting, set frame limit, new limit. What I'm doing wrong? I don't understand. True, checked. Boom, 30, new limit 0. But if I do it from here, yeah, from here it works. From here it works. Why from here it doesn't? Maybe it's not triggering. Get game user setting. Do we need to get the user setting for a specific, like the current player, or return the game local machine setting, resolution, winning mode, scalability? Man, in theory, should be fine. Set max to 30. I don't know what I'm doing wrong actually, but definitely something. Otherwise it would work, right? I just want to see if it comes through this box, but I mean, it's a checkbox, so unless there is a bind. Wait. Maybe there was a bind. Maybe there was a bind. No, there is no bind. There is no bind. Is enabled, is focusable. And on state change we go here. Bah. Okay, let me see if my printout is coming out. Probably it is, but I'm a bit surprised that it doesn't do what we need to do, assuming that that's the right way, because maybe that's an old way and it's not working anymore. Maybe this video is a bit old. It's 2016. Holy shit. Okay, let me try a new way. Set max fps. Ability to set max fps as standard in the editor. Set frame rate limit. Target is game user setting. Yeah, but it seems to still to be, is in the documentation, so it seems still to be the way. Set the user frame rate limit. No. Okay, but it's not doing it. It's not doing it. It's not doing it, my friend. So, someone else is doing T max FPS 30. You had to call apply. Nice, I like apply. What is apply? Is there an apply? Apply settings. Apply all the current setting to the game and save the permanent storage, optionally checking for, oh my god. So he's applying all the possible settings again. Yeah. Can click on apply. I can add a node which is apply. So now he's going at 100 FPS. He's doing a bit what the hell he wants, huh? Yeah, he's not doing shit. He's printing my thing, but he's not doing shit. So yes, maybe we need to apply. Thank you. So we will call apply and see what happens. Apply settings, apply all current settings, apply resolution, apply non-resolution, apply hardware benchmark, apply the settings storage and scalability. The setting we try to do apply non-resolution so that, you know, the monitor is not gonna flicker or do weird things, because we don't want, you know, when we click that to reset the current resolution. So I think that, yeah, but then we need to make one screen. I prefer my screen, by the way, the one with the colors, but we need to make one screen with all the settings, and also because you don't have access to the console in the shipping build. So okay, so I think I need now someone from the devs to test the, let me see if Zwei managed to compile the thing. Let me see if this, no, Zwei is having some issues with the compilation, unfortunately. Pity, because you still haven't been able to compile. Pity. Okay, at the moment I am at 3 million FPS. Let me do 0 so that I am at 80. Let me click on this. Oh my god. GG. Yeah, it did it. It did it. It did it, but he changed also all these settings, I think. And so he applied everything. And now he's recalculating all the shaders, I guess. 6,000 shaders compiling. GG, bro. Okay, so yeah, but is this doing anything then or not? Because maybe these are not really... Okay, I don't know. We will leave it like this anyway. It's compiling 6,000 shaders. I don't know what it's compiling because I see everything, but... Apply settings. Okay, who cares, boys? Who cares? It's fine. We leave it there and it's good. It's good. So, I think we are ready, okay? I think we are ready. I mean, you can leave it open if you want 60. You can leave it unlimited if you want to. But anyway, I will put then a number, but now I don't have the time, okay? So we don't have the time to do that. It's a minor feature and we don't care. Okay, so what we do, I want to regenerate. Do I need to do something? I just need to update. Well, the first thing I need to do probably is to check in my changes because now finally things are working. So if I check in all the stuff that I changed. No, I didn't test it all. I tested only a few pieces, unfortunately. But in any case, so I removed collision from all the characters, right? I added FPS max to the display options. It is to be fixed anyway. And then I fixed an issue with non-humanoid creatures crashing the server. And then what else we did? Then I removed all these empty folders. This one should be deleted, yes. And then what did I do? That's it, I think. No. This map, I don't want to check in. I want to revert. Yeah, then I added a bazillion. I added a bazillion checks in ALS to avoid. Yeah, so let's say added safe escape from ALS for non-ALS characters. Okay, so I think that is pretty much what I did. That's pretty much what I did. Okay, 34 files. Let's go. I think I have a handle on the difference between clock cycle on the server and print the frame second on the GFJ chips. Yeah, no, I'm speaking client and if I shouldn't set the Fps limit to the fresh rate of your monitor when set up the game initially, I think because the editor server have no monitor. No, we're speaking client here. Speaking client. Server we can set by the ini file and it's not a problem. We can, because the server we manage, but the client, the players manage, and the players, should have something that is easy. They click and they do. I mean, they don't want to go in config files, click on config files. I mean, this is not gonna happen. Okay, so I need to update the maps, but I definitely need to revert my changes. No, I need just to update, I think. Yes, restore all the maps. Okay, we restore all the maps and we build the alpha again. Someone updated some characters. Stone B. Access is denied. Okay. I'm closing the editor. Okay. Don't worry. I'm closing the editor. Yeah, always to remember to close the editor when you are doing a CVN update, otherwise. Bitty bling. Okay. I think Tua, you did some changes. Disable RAM for plate on character where no RAM map. Because there was no RAM map and it were enable. Okay. So probably now then it will look normal. That's fine. Should I test it or should I believe you? I will never believe you. I need to test it. Okay, I will just check quickly that the CRAN is not messing up with the... Now, I have a problem with removing the plate, but at the moment, again, I don't want to hold it anymore, and so we will just list it as a bug, as a known bug. Yeah, that was my problem, that when I'm streaming, if I stream, you know, and I keep the maximum frame rate, you see the game delayed a lot. I mean, with lag. You see the game with a lot of lag. While if I set the FPS to 30, then you see it correctly. So yeah. We have a fly spray anyway. We will list all the bugs. We have a ticketing system, and for the alpha we will use the ticketing system. So fly spray, whatever. If you go on our website, whatever it is. Why I don't have it here, I don't know. But there is yeah, there is this one, and we have, you know, all the things. There are already a number of fixed pending release, so we will have to test and fix them. But we will use this system for tracking the bugs. Why the server is not coming up? Because I have all the maps now. That's why. Because I have all the maps, and so the server is like, I have to load these maps. Yeah, we need, I mean, the last one we did was in May, so it's 6 months ago. I think 6 months ago is enough. We changed so much, you know, between that alpha and this alpha. I will still have a bit the problem of the server machine, that I don't know if I'm able to keep it up at all the time, because I don't want to destroy it. When the alpha today? Yeah, today. My today is not your today, but it's already 11:21. But yes, we should. In theory, is ready. In theory, is ready. But now we need to distribute it, and distributing it is not that easy. You see that I see pieces of stuff, like, why we see, I think we didn't set the maximum visible distance anyway on all these pieces. You see that from here I see the interior of one other level. You see it? I mean, it makes no sense. This one is loaded because we didn't set the maximum visibility distance. The maximum visibility distance of this stuff should be like 50 meters. I'm like at 300, 400 meters and I'm seeing it. You know? And I'm flying, and I'm flying. Then we need to do a loading screen one day, yeah? Yeah, I can host it. Well, we have a host and we can do it there, but at the moment he's hosting the previous game, so. But yes, I can. In theory, I can put it on a server, but I need to rent it. I'm flying a bit. I think I'm flying a bit. Not much, but I'm flying a bit. It's okay. No, I'm not flying much. No, I'm not. Well, I don't know. I'm flying like 5 centimeters. Okay, so let me just check this. Come on. This plate torso. Yes, okay. Now looks okay. It's no more. Yes. Now is no more crazy colors. Now is normal colors. Nice. Now if I remove it, I know there is a bug, okay? Well, no, I think the second time. The first time works. The second time I do it, yes, it's bugged, you see? I know this bug, but I don't have time now to fix it. I don't want to fix it now, but I will fix it. So the second time you remove it, it fucks up. It's long to explain why, but I know why. I know why. I just didn't find a solution. I mean, I didn't have the time to fix it. So what we can do, we can rebuild, we can launch the rebuild of the alpha. Now, to do it is fairly easy. I just need to go here and do build. Maybe I can delete the existing one, which is this. We remove it and we build it. Now, I have two ways of distributing this. One is to just distribute, but let me launch it first so we will have time to speak then. One is to upload the full package, right? Which is probably the easiest, but this means that you will have to download I don't know how many gigabytes. The second one, which is the preferred, is to update the updater. So to ensure that the updater is calculating the differences between the previous release and this release, and then the updater will update itself. So basically the game will update itself. We will have to ask to go bug hunting and testing like last time. Yes. What happens if you do it more? Just report it. So yeah, I have these two ways and we will see. We also need to fix all these hide class members. We have so many. We have so many because the old Visual Studio was not giving that error. And we were not caring too much about it. I think the compilation should be fast because we already compiled everything. And I think also the cooking should not be infinite, but let's see. I don't know if he's recalculating everything from scratch. Probably yes. Let's see. Which idea is genius? Which idea? So for the people that just joined, welcome to the stream. And this stream is about Plane Shift. Plane Shift is an MMO that we are making since a long time. And now we are trying to release the alpha. I mean, actually the second alpha. The first alpha was released in May. And now we're trying to release a second alpha, which is making a pretty big step forward, I would say, in terms of being able to replace the previous game. But still, I mean, we are not there. We are not at the level of being able to replace the old game. But it's a big step forward, okay? I cannot tell you exactly percentage-wise where we are because it's too complex to calculate, but I think we are in a good spot. There are still few pieces that are missing, and maybe one thing that we can do, we can check them now, but there are still few pieces in the roadmap. If you go to the roadmap page, you have, you know, all the pieces that have been done. Now, when it's done, doesn't mean that it's like really 100%, because for some of this part there are still some open issues, right? But when I say done here, it means that it's functional, so it's something that you can use, has been ported, but there may be bugs. There may be bugs or leftovers or missing things. When I say missing, it means that it is completely missing. So like we don't have, at the moment you click on help, nothing happens, right? But as you can see, there are a lot of done, some missing, but a lot of done. This one is partial, but I don't know if it's so partial. But anyway, done. So what is missing? Attack queue, stances. That I think I fixed it. This one I think should be done now. Yes, I think I will update it. I think that one is done. Combat death is actually done, including the resurrection and everything. And then there are some managers missing. These are probably the most pieces that are missing, the most line of code that are missing, but they are not very important. I mean, they are like... So the advice manager is basically a way for people to advise other people and get points from it. I don't even know if you still want this thing, but it was there. The economy manager is needed, though, is the one that is calculating the prices and is putting, you know, the prices in the memory or in the history of the server. The GM event manager, I think, is the next one that I need to port, is the one that is allowing game masters to run events in game. So it includes a number of administrative commands that they need. Hire NPC manager has never been completed, so it's not a problem. Introduction, I think, is not very relevant. Marriage manager, I think we can remove it. I don't know, but it was a way to basically change your last name and marry someone. Minigame manager, this one would be nice to have back. Anti-cheat system also will be very nice to have back. At the moment we did import it. All the server song, this also will be very nice to have, is the one where player can play an instrument, but this one is pretty complex. There is a lot of code behind this thing, because we are allowed to create scores, I mean real musical scores in the game, and then to play in the game. So use RAR packages. Yeah, the difference between RAR and zip is not that insane, but we are usually using zip because it's easier for the people to get access to it. You know, so when you're distributing something, not everyone has a WinRAR installed, and so you need to use a format which is widely available. But in our case, will be the updater, you know, giving you the updates. So I hope we can activate the updater and having the updater patch so you don't have to download much. Weather manager is here. Weather manager is completed as well. Yeah, it's free, but you know, when someone downloads a game, they don't want to install 10 other things to run the game, you know. So they want to click and go. You cannot have a setup which requires, you know, you to install WinRAR and zip something with WinRAR, and it's not gonna work, I tell you. People are as soon as they see a format that they don't know, they are not gonna play the game. So you need to make the process between the website and actually being able to play very, 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 very straight, right? As simple as possible. And you will lose people anyway, you know, but everyone uses RAR. What about Mac? What about Linux? You're thinking Windows only, but we are distributing on 3 platforms. Yeah, music and musical score are missing. Tutorial is missing, but we're gonna change it pretty much. And some commands we are missing as well. The NPC speech, yes. NPC combat. NPC combat I think is okay. In fact, is flagged as partial, so we are we can fight. Now we need to see how good is the NPC AI with the full scripts, and if the full scripts are working as expected. That I don't know. We will see. Combat spells. I think actually some of that is working. Some spells are getting properly cast by monsters. So I've seen at least a few. I think we miss some of the particle systems, yes, to actually have the visual effect for all the spells. So that is missing at the moment. Pets. Pets is another big thing. Pets are missing, and it is a pity because there is a lot of, you know, role play, but also functionality around pets, and at the moment we don't have them in, but we can put them in. Guild houses, we need to test them, but in theory should be in. Launcher and updater is in. In terms of areas of the world, pretty much all the world has been imported, right? I don't know if we have an update to this, because here is saying that Rojaveda is still missing the Tsar, but I've seen them, so maybe maybe now this is fully done. I don't know. Then we have all the items. I would say the majority of the items are in the game now, so ported. We are speaking of hundreds and hundreds of items. I don't know how many, but I think that we merged pretty much all of them. There are still a few missing, but a lot of work by Tua on this thing. He did a lot, and I did as well a bit. Database. I think this table is slightly outdated because we have Yeah, the trace table now I think is done, but yes, the spell effects unfortunately is not converted. The location in parent for item in container, this one is done. Fix item instances, location in parent for the items in a container. This one is done. Because this is actually working fine. Unless I'm reading, unless I'm not fully understanding what is this phrase, but I think it's done. And the trace table, I think is partial. We just need to test that it works, but it should be working. So now traits are in the game. Books, unfortunately not. I mean, the books are there, but the conversion between the old and the new is still to be done. Monsters, we still have some issue because some of the monsters are not fully imported. For some we missed the original models, or the original models were broken. I mean, some of these models are super old, so meanwhile we are cooking, huh? It's cooking very fast. Let me just see the disk space, if we have an issue with the disk space or what. We have 10 giga left, so I think it should be fine. It's going very fast because many of the packages didn't change, right? And he already cooked for the previous, so I think is having a sort of a cache or something. Yeah, in fact, he finished the cooking now. Nice. Now he's staging. So staging basically means that he's putting together all the pieces and he's putting them in the pack file. So which are the kind of archives of Unreal. And basically now, after he's done that, he's just creating the package, right? It's just creating the actual package, which we will see how big it is. I think will be about 10 giga or 9 or 10 giga. I think the previous one I think was 5, but we added so much stuff that I think this one is probably 10 or 9 or 8. I don't know, around. I think I'm expecting something like that. Now, it would be very nice if someone like Tua, I don't know if Tua is available. The only thing okay, I don't know if Tua is here, but Tua, can you update SVN? Can you update SVN and test on the server? I will do the same. I will use now the built version, you know, the package version against the Linux server, which by the way should be the Mac Mini is still here, and by the way, still alive. Wow. I think we can do this and this. So the server should be up. I think I mistyped it. Okay. Okay. So the server is actually up and running. It didn't crash, which is very nice. So it's up since what, 2 days? The server is up since 2 days. Now it doesn't have items and it doesn't have NPC. So maybe now is the time to do it. Okay, so now maybe is the time. Let me just change the text so you can see it. because otherwise I think it's too small. Okay. So I think what we can do, we can just stop the server, just crash it and stop it. We don't have a graceful way of stopping the server at the moment. And I think we can just just a second, because I don't remember. No, but I think there is no problem. Default server config. Yes, it's okay. So I think what we can do, we can relaunch the server with repopulate items true, repopulate NPC true, load quest true, do item tick. This one I think was false by default because our items are not animated anyway. And NPC tick through and NPC brain tick through. Okay. So I think we can, so basically like this, the server is fully functional. Okay. So it's basically loading everything it can, including NPC and everything else. Okay. I think that here the packing is done. Now is archiving, meaning that it's just writing the files to the server. But before doing this, we need to do an SVN update because we did some changes, right? And so we want the changes to be okay, I forgot that problem. That on Linux, you see we have these plugins and plugins, right? These plugins and plugins, which are basically the same directory. No, we need to rename, so I think we should do it now. We need to rename the plugin directory, which for whatever reason it was lowercase. And on Windows it makes no difference, but on Linux it does. So it needs to be uppercase. Right? And it did deleted, but I hope, I mean, deleted what? What do you mean? I want to see it uppercase, man. Uppercase, please. I think I need to do two changes. I need to do first the change with another name, and then I need to do it again with, no? I don't know, because you see that it's still lowercase. If I commit, what happens? It should delete on one and add on another. Ah, yes, I think it is doing it. I think it's doing it. Okay. So I think we can commit. And we can select only why these ones have, I think they are only locked by me, but they should not be changed by me. Yes, exactly. So the plugin we will do. So yes, it's basically, okay, we can say renamed plugins directory to be uppercase, needed for Linux and Mac as well, I guess. Well, for sure, because Mac is basically reasoning like Linux in that sense. And it has more errors than the other one in the new village, as long as it doesn't go up 20 giga every week. No, I don't think so. Also because we did a lot in the village, because the village was using a lot of new items, but now if we reuse those items, let me do another SVN update and see if now plugin become plugin or what happens. So if we do I want to keep there. Can I say just keep whatever it is now? Okay. So I think we have still 2 plugins now. No, I think the plugins now is the correct one, hopefully. I don't know exactly how to see it, but I think if I check the README should say, no, it doesn't say. Where was the version thingy? It was inside config. It was, where it was, under content. I remember there was a version. I think there was a version thing somewhere. Don't remember, where is it? Ah, in the plugin, in the plugin. In the plugin, yes, here. I think it's here. Inside the plugin, yes, 4.9. Okay, so this is the one that we are using at the moment. So is the good one. Okay, nice. So now what we can do, we can recompile server side. So I'm gonna rebuild it. So let me just copy paste from our list of commands. Building PS Unreal. So all of this should be done. Now I can't regenerate the project maybe because I changed the directory of ALS, or no, because no, it's not needed. What did I change? I changed I changed all stuff that doesn't need the regeneration of the project files, I think. So I'm just going to recompile the project and so now we are doing it server side, right? Okay, I just remember we had a PS4. I could never go for a week and not get 20 gig of download. Wow. Yeah, they are making games that are bigger and bigger and bigger. So there are games that are above 100 giga, above 150. I mean, it's absolutely insane. But I mean, the main reason is the amount of video that they have. You know, there is a lot of videos and audio and okay, I think it finished, right? Yes, build successful. Okay, so this one finished. So the one on the client finished. Let me check how big it is. How big it is. Properties is 10 giga. So the client now is 10 giga before zipping it. Okay, so it's 10 giga. I'm expecting anyway some. We can try to zip it just to see how big it becomes. But at the moment it's 10 giga. But before doing that, let me do the last operations I need to do. So after doing that, I need build shipping client. I need to copy this. I need to copy this. I need to copy this. In theory, they are in the bat file, but they are not getting executed. I don't know why. Okay, so basically now if I launch okay, the Linux meanwhile compiled, right? So I think we can start. I think we are inside the screen. Yes. I think we can. So I was checking where was that, but I think we can just start the server and see what happens. We start the server on the Linux machine with all the settings now and everything. So let's see if we get any errors or anything. And meanwhile, we start the client on my machine. And for now, the client on my machine, I think it can work against my local server, because that server will take a bit to load up. Will take probably 3, 4, 5 minutes. So I need to start my server. Yes. Okay, the client is popping up. The settings are here. Yeah, we should make this like not transparent, by the way. But anyway, not now. So if I go on my localhost, we can wait that it's starting up, and then, well, now my localhost has all the maps as well, so it will take a bit to load anyway, but it's just to test if the client is working okay. The credits we didn't update, unfortunately. Unreal Blue. I don't think it would be called Unreal Blue. Anyway. Okay, the server here is loading on my machine, and the server on the Linux machine is loading as well. Consider he has to load up about, I think, 1000 NPC and about 100,000 items. So it's taking time for sure, and he has a million printouts, so I think he's spending more time printing out, you know, than actually doing the job. But we have printouts for basically everything. It seems he loaded all the NPC, which is interesting. Didn't take even too much. And now we're loading the items. Now, in theory, there should be a cleanup done by some of the GMs. I think they did some cleanup on the server to remove some of the items that were not needed. So I hope the number of items now is lower than was what it was before. My server is still starting. I think this server maybe will arrive quicker than mine. Now, if it works, Sirius, you have 1000 NPC. Yeah, we have 1500, but there are a few races that we didn't implement we didn't port, and so they are not loading. So I think out of the 1500, probably only 1000 are loading, but it's okay. It's pretty quick to have a big amount of NPC, because you put some here, some there, and then they start to be 20, 30. Then you go to another map, you put some NPC, and they start to be another 20, 30. I mean, we have 50 maps, so I mean, it's fairly easy, you know, to reach that number. You do 50 by 20, and you have 1000. So Seems to be a big number, but on a large world is nothing. And we have a lot of areas that are empty because are the new ones that we created only for Unreal. Okay, so the local server I can connect. I mean, it's not what I want, but I can connect just to see. If it's loading. Okay, so here we are in the released client. So the shipping client. So this is the client that should work, you know, that we want to work. Seems to be working fine. Let me see if my character is okay. If it's mantling okay. And yes, it is. If it's rolling okay. Yes, it is. We still have a bit of a shake on the camera when, but it seems to be working. Boom. Okay. Inventory seems to be fine. And let me keep something. Leather torso armor. This guy doesn't have leather, I guess. Okay. Okay, the socket of the left hand I think is not really great, but okay, whatever. It seems to be working fine. It seems to be working okay. If you see it, you don't see lag. Okay, even if we are going at max FPS, so we are at 80 now, 80 FPS. If I rotate very quick, it goes a bit lower sometimes, but I think it's 60. I saw 20, but it was just for a very short period. So it seems to be working okay. Seems to be working okay. At least here, then we need to test it a bit more, but it seems to be working fine. Okay. So on my server is okay, but my server is a dummy server, so it doesn't have really all that we should have. Now the real server is up and running, so I think we can reconnect to the real server and see. And I don't know if Tua is available and he can connect, or someone else in the dev team. Probably not. Okay. So let's try to connect to the real server and see what happens. I have my character. That is the one that I modified a bit. We are underground. What the f? We are underground? No. I saw the underground for a second, but I think it was while I was loading. Okay, the loading seems to be fine. Is syncing a million stuff. Why is syncing so much stuff? Okay. I think it's syncing all the all the NPC that are below me, actually they are in the sewers, but in theory they should not be synced like this. But bench, bar table, flowers, I don't know, he's syncing a million items. I think around us there are like a million items. I think are all the items that are placed by GMs. Or I will limit 30 FPS now that I have the option to do it, right? And by the way, the apply didn't do anything, so it's nice. I mean, didn't mess up with my life. Why we have green water now? Okay, we have green water. We didn't have green water before. Ah, the loading. He loaded something. I don't know what he loaded, but he loaded something. Okay, so these are NPC, not players. The tiger was strange. Yeah, when I'm loading, probably the tiger is going to be a bit weird. I need to make this text way bigger. Okay, so it seems to be working fine. Ironquest is here. What? Why can I go up? Okay. Ironquest is here. We can speak with him. Hello, Ironquest. Ironquest. Yeah, this was the thing I wanted to fix, but I didn't have the time to do it. Ironquest. Just in case you missed the name, you know? Just in case you missed it. Let's try to trade with this guy. I have 8 million trias. Pretty rich. Fairly good. Tool smithing, tool mining. Why is this not changing? Fuck. He's not selling anything else than mining, or what? Or is this, or this is really not changing? Seems this is not changing, boys. But it's okay. We'll just list it as a bug and just fix it. I don't want to rebuild the package now. But yeah, it seems that for some reason this change is not. I don't know if it's only on him or. Clap, huh? Clap. Storage. The storage is working. The storage is working fine. It is all the stuff that I can store. There is one bread that I have in my storage. Okay, anyway, now I guess we just need to test it. So basically to click on everything and try to break it, you know? I think that's what we need to do. This, I think, is what it is. Yes, containers should be working fine. This rename is not, it's not working. Okay. And there is a bit of shouldn't the server tell me that I don't have the right items or something? The server is fine anyway. The server is staying up, and at the moment it didn't crash. It's managing all the NPC and is managing all the items. So it seems to be okay. I assume there are a million bugs, by the way, so don't be too excited. I think we will have stuff to fix. We will have a lot of stuff to fix, but you know, at least we have this working. The tent now is okay, and this is okay as well. The apples are spawning at the location where there was the previous tree. Yeah, so we need to change the location. Hello guys. Hey Lauren. Hey Narwin. You're in the new engine. Do you know it? You are... Listen. You are in the new engine. You know? The new thingy. No, it's not. It doesn't understand. It doesn't understand my speech. Can I sit here? Or do we have on collision? I think we are on collision. Let me check. No, we have the right collision. Maybe it's too high. Yeah, it's flying. This thing is flying, and so is making my sitting impossible. There is another bug, you know, that we have to say, hey, that shade is too high. Okay, I think it's working, boys. At least it starts. Okay, now if everything is working, I have no idea. I cannot go and test everything, but it's starting. So what I want to do, I want to say that is okay, and I want to the best will be to put it into the updater. That would be very nice. Let me check our instructions. Okay, so our instructions are saying that if I want to put it into the updater, well, meanwhile maybe I can zip it and start the upload of the full package anyway, because anyway we will need a full package for the new people. So I will just zip it, and I will call it, did we have a kind of naming convention? Let me check on Patreon where I did the posts. Narwin looks like he has some digestive issue keeping him preoccupied. I don't know. I mean, now, one issue is that the new skeleton is actually moving the shoulders a bit to the front. I think all characters are like this, but at the moment I cannot change it. But there is an optimization that maybe we can do in the future, right? To improve the basic position, the base position. Okay, so let me check the post that we did in the other in the previous times. So the Windows one was called The Windows one was called PS Unreal. So let's call it the same. So it will be PS Unreal dash Windows dash 0.7.6.zip. Okay. Nice. Okay, while we are zipping this thing, which is 10 giga, I'm expecting it to become like 50% or 60%. So maybe we will land at like 6 giga. I hope. Yes, meanwhile, we need to understand what to do to have. So we did all of that. Now we need so server update, import the dump for the Windows production database. Yes, we did it. Then test with internal users. At the moment it's only me. Ship the Windows package and do some tests. Okay, but we will do it with some of the. Then create the new update. So for all the platform, check if plain sheet updated PS Unreal current actually contain the latest update for all the 3 platforms. Yes, so I think we need to check. Server is still up. Yes, server is still up. Very nice. Very nice. So we should check if current should contain the latest but I remember that we were in a slightly different position. So we had, so in the current, because I think we didn't roll back. In the current we have the version of the 12th of July. Okay. Which is nice. In the new, yeah, in the new in theory should be empty, but as you can see we have the version of the 15th of July. So this means that in the current we have the old, and in the new we have the current, and probably the old is empty. PS Unreal old Windows, yes, is empty. So basically we are before the roll. Before the roll. Do we really want to do the roll with the script? Okay, I think we should test if the script is actually working as expected. Basically the roll should, I can open it just to see what it's doing, but I think it's fairly simple. It should by the way, the script, where is the script? The script is under script, so the script I think yes, but it's under PS Launcher scripts. Yes, they are here. So the roll, so the make roll PI. No, I don't need to launch it. I want to see it. The make roll PI. Sorry for the blink, but every time. The make roll PI is basically, I don't remember how to launch it, but I think he has a parameter with the current wait a second, but I think if I launch it without parameters, it's telling me what I need to do. Yes, location. So you need to have the location of the PS Unreal shipping directory, new version, detect new version, I don't know. But I think I only need to give him the... I think I only need to give him the location, and that's it. The location of the PS Unreal shipping directory. Okay, let me try to launch it like this. Now to launch it, I think I had a bit of an issue because my Python, because I had multiple Pythons. Will you start the storage or just a test and inventory will be wiped? No, everything will be wiped. So we are taking the characters from the current production server of the old PlaneShift. So if you log in with an old player, the player will be there. But this is not the final release, and so whatever you do in this release will not count. Okay, so nothing counts. Nothing counts. Okay, so if I do now this freaking Python, I don't remember which Python I had. I think I had a million Pythons, and at the end the good Python was the Python 3.8, right? I think the one that I installed was Python 3.8 if I remember right. So I need to launch Python 3.8 make roll.py. Yes, and as you can see, is asking for a location. So my location is this one, right? My location should be this one in theory, because he should then know, yes, my location is this. So this should move okay. He moved the Windows, he moved the Linux, but for some reason he didn't like my Mac, because he said that the Mac, yeah, probably because the Mac is maybe fully empty, because we didn't push it to the updater. But let me see now, under old, we should have a Windows. Which is the 12th of July. Okay, so the Windows, he did it right. Let me just copy this command, which is this one, and let me put it into my instructions. Because that is the right command to use. If you want to play, you need to be an old player or you need to be a Patreon. Are you a Patreon, Warnest? So you have to be a veteran player, or but yes, anyway you need to create an account in the old PlaneShift. But the rule for the alpha is that you need to be a Patreon or a veteran player of the old release, so having at least 200 hours of gameplay in the old release. That is the rule. So so this one worked fine. Now let's check the current. Okay, so in the current we have the 15th of July, so it's correct. And in the new, now it should be empty, right? Perfect. It's fully empty. Now for the Mac, unfortunately, I don't know if this is, the Mac is full, the Mac I think is completely empty. So the Mac, we didn't put it in the updater. We only have, we only have the current. Yeah, because the Mac was done a bit weird. No, even if, wait, even if there is the Mac, there is the Mac under current and there is the Mac under, so why doesn't like it? The layout of PS Unreal new Mac is wrong. Could not detect the version. I think he's searching the version. Let me see where he's searching the version for Mac. Yeah, it's going under. The problem, the script is not correct for Mac because PS Unreal is not the name of. PS Unreal is not the name of the directory on Mac, because on Mac the directory is actually PS Unreal app. And then contents, and then I don't know, it's completely different anyway. And then EU4, and then PS Unreal, and then config. You know, so yeah, for Mac the script is bugged, but it's okay. $5 is okay. With Patreon you skip it. What do you mean? No, I mean with Patreon we have three tiers with Patreon. With Patreon there is a $3 tier, which is giving you access to the alpha. It's only for the alpha. The game is free, and also the old game is free. The old game you can just download it with no money. Good night, Tony. Bye bye. Thanks you for being here. Okay, so basically we have this. I think for the Mac we can do the roll ourselves, right? I think will be probably better. So what I need to do, I need to go under current. And let me just see if there is a PS Unreal old Mac. Yes, there is, and it's empty. Okay, so we are basically gonna copy, we're gonna cp -r star into this. And so we also have the Mac in the right directory. Yeah, it's taking a bit because it's 10 giga. I will pay. I like I will pay. It's $3. I mean, it's more of a, you know, I mean, it's not a lot of money, but okay. I will pay. I want the alpha. That's the spirit. Yes, but it's not a lot of money. It's only $3. So it's more of a cheer, you know, than. And anyway, being a Patreon is always nice. You can see the videos, you know. You have access to the Discord support channel. You have your badge, your tag, whatever, your color in Discord. So there are advantages. There are advantages. Wow, this CP minus R. Holy moly. Yeah, I think because the reason is that we have the server running, so the server is taking so much resources on this machine. And I think the disk is, the memory, everything is pretty much, you know, under pressure. And so you wanted to be sure the alpha happened before the Patreon. I understand. You are a cautious man. Cautious and wise man. Yeah, but the alpha is happening anyway. I think the alpha is happening. I have I mean, now it'll take me some time to actually release the thing, and but I have the zip file here. You see? You see the zip file? Easy zip file. Easy zip. Now we need to upload it though. Now I need to upload it. We will upload it. I think I will start to upload that one now. So I can post it on Patreon. So at least the Windows we have. Then we need to build the Linux one. The one guy made you not trust. Okay. He said he was releasing something and then he didn't release it. Okay, so the zipped version is 4.6 giga. I think it's not too bad. I don't remember how big was the previous one, but it doesn't seem too bad. So I'm starting the upload and I will post it. So let me just, the problem is that I really would like to test the updater as well. So I think the updater, wow, still copying? What the? Seriously? By the way, why I didn't do a move instead of doing a CP? Pretty stupid guy. I had to do a move. Why I did a CP? I have to do a move. I want these files to go. What do you mean? Because it's moving the directories as well. Okay. Yeah, I want to do a move, not a CP. Fuck. Why I did a CP? Why? Why I did a CP, boys? I have no idea. Why did a CP? In fact, the move took 1 second. You just had to move the thing. Okay, fine. Now we go in PS Unreal New, Mac, and we move this to here. right? Okay. And now that we have that, let me just start the upload. We'll not try to get the green light from Steam. I don't know, maybe. It will still be a free game, but maybe we can be on Steam as well. The problem, you know what is it? That it's fairly annoying to update your game on Steam. You have to, I mean, it's a job in itself to do the updates, but maybe we can. Maybe we can. Maybe. Okay, I will upload it. I will upload it in a super secret directory that I will create now. Which will be this. And I will just copy this in it. Okay, it's uploading what we have for Windows. Now we need to make it also for Linux. I think it would be important to make it for Linux. Do we want to make it for Linux? Yes, I think we want to make it for Linux. Okay, so I copied this thing. Now, if I have to, the problem is that if I have to make it for Linux, it's the same machine, okay? So it's the same server. So, or I stop the server, and which is probably a good idea. And this means that no one will be able to use it until tomorrow. But I think it's fine. But we need to do the Linux build anyway. So, okay, I'm gonna stop it. I'm gonna stop it. Boom. GG. If there was someone connected. Now, no more. Okay. Now what we want to do. So this thing we did. So we checked this, we checked this, we checked this, and we actually moved and we fixed the role. Now for Windows, we need to move. Yeah, but let me build the Linux one first. Let me build the Linux one. So the Linux one, we did all of this, yes. And now I need to change this file. Yes. I need to change this file and change the version. So I need to VI this thing. And this will become 6. And then we just launch this thing. So this will create the shipping. Right now we want to be inside the screen anyway. Okay, we already are. And then I want to launch this. Now this will create a new package. Under where? Under what? Under home plane shift temp PS Unreal shipping. Okay, that's fine. I think we can launch it. Now I'm expecting potentially, you know, some, now that we are building shipping, that maybe there will be on Linux some things to fix, but potentially not. Let's see. Yeah, and you see the advantage of command line anyway, because yes, you could do it in theory, you know, with the UI, but you know, I'm not on this machine at the moment. I'm not in a terminal, I mean, physically using the machine. I'm just on terminal, and so it's much easier for me to do everything through command line. Wanna play the alpha, and we have enough hours as one of the oldies. It's good VAC protection. Unless I'm gonna really stop my addiction for gaming. Now I do gaming myself. You wanted to build Windows under Linux. No, it's a very bad idea. In theory, there are ways, but and it's the same for Mac. You know, in theory there are ways, but no way. Also, Unreal Engine is telling you that you can build the Linux from Windows, but I don't know. It's already complex enough, you know, if you do it on the actual machine. It's already a mess, and imagine if you have to do it on another machine. Okay, so basically the plan at the moment is, I will tell you what is the plan, okay? Spoiler alert is gone. So basically the plan is to, wow, so big? No, not so big. So on Windows we are basically good. On Windows we are only missing the upload of, oh my god, I cannot type, upload of the zip package on website, and it is actually in progress right now. It will take about 30 minutes, and yeah, it will take 30 minutes from now roughly, and so it will be up. Then I will post on Patreon, and then we need to work on the update, right? To allow existing client to update, right? Which is not very important, you know, because these guys can just re-download it, but it's important to test the updater. So it's just a test, you know, for the updater. On Linux, actually, we need to build the shipping version, and which is actually in progress, but I think it will take a few hours. I don't think it will be very, very quick, because it needs to compile everything, and then it needs to do all the cooking, and then all the packaging, and then all the archiving. So I think it will take about 2 hours or so. Then we need to upload, also for this one, upload a zip file on the website, and then update Patreon as usual. And then we need to work on the update. So this is the same thing. Now on Mac we are a bit behind. So I think Mac we can do it last, okay? And it's not that I don't like it, but we have less users, and anyway we can do it last. I think we can test Windows and Linux, and if there is someone that is asking about the Mac, then we will do it. So I would say on demand, okay? So the first people that says, yes, I have a Mac, I want to try it, we will work on it. But basically we'll have to do the same thing as above. And then we need server side, we are good. So server is done, so we don't need to do anything else on the server side. So it's done and is ready to execute, and that's it. Then we just need to go on fly spray, you know, and just check and close the previous bugs, because there are some that are just pending release, right? There are some that are tagged as pending release, and then enter new bugs. What's going on with the tiger jigging a little bit? I don't know. Let me check. What is doing? What is the tiger doing? It's not doing anything. What is it doing? Now there is a problem. There is a problem with the thing. Wait. There is a problem with the thing when I look to the right more than this. So if I look like this is okay. But if I look more than this, like now, you start to lose the, yeah, you see? It loses the tracking. And so in this position, it's just bumping left and right, it's bumping a lot. But in theory, when I'm looking forward, it should stay. And when I'm looking to the left, when looking to the left is a bit better. So it's not going crazy too much. But when I look to the right, yes, you see, is I don't know why. I don't know why on the right is weird. No, it's okay. I'm just waiting. And it starts to be late. It's 12:43. So unfortunately, I think I will have to go. So I will leave. But we did very, very good progress today. We fixed a very, very bad bug that costed us like 3 hours this afternoon. But he helped me to learn also a few new things. So about replication and stuff. By the way, let me see if they approved my question on. Let me see if this question is approved or not. Is waiting approval from a moderator. Okay. Probably because it looks like spam, you know, there is so much stuff that it looks like is a spammy trace log. But yeah, we fixed this crash, which was really, really, really problematic. And it's very nice. We fixed all the characters collision. We fixed the equip of the armor. We fixed a lot of stuff, so it's very nice. We completed. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! And now we finished the building of the windows, and the building of the windows is completed and is getting uploaded right now. And we'll finish in about 12 minutes. We are now building the Windows, the Linux version, which in theory should give no problems, but we will see. And then we will start to do some testing for real with people and with the devs, and we will go from there. I mean, it's still an alpha, so guys, expect bugs, expect things not to work. I think is part of the game at the moment. As usual, we are seeking and we are searching crashes. So if we manage to crash the server or crash the client, that's a good achievement, because it means that we found a bug that potentially can break the game. But yes, we will test everything else, right? We will test everything else. I think I should go because you know, it's just taking time now to compile, and it will take about more than 1 hour, so I cannot stay here like 1 hour waiting. So I think that tomorrow morning we will have all the files completed, and I think that tomorrow evening, so tomorrow I'm working obviously, but I think in the evening after, let's say 8 p.m. I can complete the last steps. Okay, So we will have the alpha done tomorrow evening, I think. And if I can, I will post already the new URL, but I want to finish the Linux one and put it up, and also having someone on Linux to test it to see if it's good. Okay, so I would say mission accomplished. Mission accomplished, boys. So we will see, and we will proceed from tomorrow evening. So thanks for watching. If you are new to the stream, click on follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, and also check our Patreon site, which is patreon.com/planeshift. GG. And you can join, and to get access to the alpha you just need the $3 per month. And by the way, you can do it once and you will have access to the alpha for 1 month, so I think it's okay. But if you want to stay with us, you can stay with us. And then the other levels are $10 for the Dome Traveler, which is a bit of a prestige, plus there are some videos dedicated only to them, and then the $50, which is a bit of a crazy tier. But actually we have people in this tier. At the moment we have 1 guy, and in the past we had 2 guys, which is basically giving you access also to our internal developers channel. If you want to spy what we are doing and what we are saying, so you will have access to our internal developer channel. But I know it's a bit of a crazy tier, so I'm not expecting you to do it. With that said, I'm pretty happy about the day. We did a lot of stuff, so I think I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow evening. And have fun. Have fun.